recipe required. And this week's recipe, I'm going to do a really simple asparagus and fennel salad. Now, really cool presentation on this one. I'm going to show you how to take the asparagus spears, nice and thin. We're going to use a potato peeler to shave them down, get super thin strips, almost like pasta, kind of like fettuccine. It gives it a really cool look. We'll also cut that fennel with its great anise flavor, super thin. Combine those, a little salt and pepper. For a dressing, we're going to do a simple citrus vinaigrette, easy to make. Takes like 5 or 6 minutes. Toss it together, a little bit of parsley for some color, a little contrast in there. Super easy to do, and it's an awesome kind of cool spring, summer salad, one that I absolutely love. Go ahead, let me know what you think. Leave a comment, give it a like if you do like it, and you know what, give me a subscribe because I'm putting these videos out every single week, and I'm sure you're going to find something you love. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our asparagus salad, our shaved asparagus and fennel salad, I guess it is. And what I've got here, potato peeler, asparagus. I just like to lay it on the board. It kind of helps to go on the edge here where you can hang your hand over and just run that potato peeler by. And you're going to get these nice kind of long strips of asparagus. If you want to do it with a mandolin or a knife, absolutely you can go ahead and do that. As you get them done, just toss them in a little bowl. I'm going to do about 10-12 spears for 4 or 5 people. Okay, so I've got our asparagus shaved off. Now it's time to do our fennel. Got a nice sharp knife, and I'm not going to use this whole bowl. I'm going to use probably 1/3 of it, maybe 1/4 of it. And what I want to do is a core in there, just like a knife, or sorry, just like a onion. You want to pull that core out, and then similar to an onion, you got layers in the fennel. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one off, and then to match as closely as I can, I'm going to slice this fennel nice and thin. Again, if you got a mandolin, go ahead and use that. If you don't, just use a super sharp knife and take a little bit of time. Okay, so when I have about maybe 1/3 as much fennel as I do the asparagus, I'm just going to break it up. You can see it's also nice and thin. If you've got any big chunks in there, you probably want to pull them out. And then we'll toss them together. You can do this a little bit ahead of time. And what we're going to do now is go ahead and make our dressing. Keep this in the fridge. It'll keep for at least an hour or 2 before you're ready to serve it. Let's go ahead and make our vinaigrette for our asparagus and fennel salad. A little bit of Dijon mustard in there, maybe 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice. You want to make sure you don't get any seeds in there. Now, I love lemon and asparagus, so I'm going to use a little bit of lemon juice. I also love fennel and orange, so I'm going to use a little bit of orange in there as well, and that's going to go super well together. About 1/2 teaspoon each. Drizzle of white wine vinegar. I'm going to add maybe 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, a pinch of salt, a little bit of fresh ground black pepper. Now you can leave that sugar out if you are sugar-free, you just don't want it. But I like the little balance it provides with the tang of the citrus and the mustard in there. Mix it all together, and then you want to start just slowly drizzling in a little bit of olive oil, kind of bit by bit, literally just like 1/4 teaspoon by 1/4 teaspoon until you get that emulsification going. Best to do this with a whisk. If you only have a fork, you can do it with a fork as well. And frankly, if it doesn't really come together, no big deal. It will still taste great when tossed together with the asparagus and fennel. So once I get about equal parts oil and vinegar fruit juice in there, then we're going to be done. I'll taste it, make any final adjustments. We'll put our salad together. Let's go ahead and dress and serve our beautiful asparagus and fennel salad. I've got that dressing that we just put together. I'm going to reserve a little bit. Don't go too heavy, too quick. My last little add is going to be a little bit of chopped parsley. Same thing. I always leave a little bit left so that I can do a little adjustment if I have too little. Too much, you're going to be in trouble. That's why I hold it back a little bit. Some salt and pepper there. I'm going to take our tongs. You just want to get it all kind of nicely tossed. And then we're ready to serve beautiful fresh spring salad up in our bowl. It's kind of like pasta ribbon like this. You try and get it stacked nice and high, bring it to the table. It'll look Very beautiful, very cool. And let's go ahead and serve it up. So the one last little thing I'm going to do before I serve it up is I'm going to throw a little bit of crumbled feta right on top, which gives it a little bit of saltiness to the dish, as well as another kind of flavor or texture component rather. And then I'm going to give it a taste. And I know this beautiful fennel salad. Absolutely delicious. That fennel and asparagus, super crisp with the tang from the dressing, and then that salty, creamy feta. It's absolutely perfect. I think you're going to love it, and I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required. Holy cow, you made it to the end of the video. Hope you saw something you liked. Hope you tried this recipe. If so, throw some in the comments. Let me know how it turned out. And you know what? I put videos up every week, sometimes twice a week. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. Click this little button right here. It should be somewhere around my fingers. And you'll get updates when I post new videos. You can comment, you can enjoy. We can all learn to cook better. I'll see you next time.